The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he fields it inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wasting no time. He's going to go deep on the first play. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
Handoff to the back. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
He'll hand it off. Refusing to be brought down. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. You come out in the playoff game, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. While taking a shot on the very first play. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looks like he's going to run it. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback. And he uses his legs to pick it up.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. receiver makes the grab, and the gain just good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Movement at the second level of the defense now. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a target, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Tough situation here. 2nd and goal all the way back to the 15. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play.
The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Tremendous toughness here. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Looking to throw yet again. The ball is caught. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, he makes the catch out of the 10. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense first and goal for the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Caught quickly. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. And then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a 4th down.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. That is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The receiver makes the catch, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw it again. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds his man. And they pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pass rush closing in. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made by the tight end. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense. Long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Extra point knocked right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Big throw, catch made on the out route. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Now it's 2nd down here. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. When anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Here's the handoff. The ball to the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's... How big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. but here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
And playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Gets hauled in here over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Down after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Dunks it down to the back. Caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover 3, the center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
The Sooners offense is back out on the field, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. And here's the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, he dropped the ball again. Now he gets it back, but that's the second time we've seen the ball on the ground from this running back. Ball security is paramount. I mean, it's a deal breaker if you do not buy into it as a running back. His coach is not going to be happy that he's put the ball on the ground twice.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The important third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. He's got some open field ahead. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
The Sooners looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The offense comes up with a touchdown here, but that defense had the pressure. I thought they were going to get to him, but give him credit. He got rid of the ball just before contact.
See if they can convert the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's a kickoff tape. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Second down after that previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the first half. He sees blood in the water right now, and he's got over 100 yards in the first half already.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. He got enough for the first down and still going. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to it.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. The pocket breaking down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 34-yard try. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They're going to run it here. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. Return man decides to signal fair catch. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. first play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Past possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on second down. Not able to connect, incomplete. Offense facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a quick grab. He stopped him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Has the first, still on the move. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field, keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And they'll get him down that time.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Trying to come all the way back. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. And he drops back in the gun. And he makes the grab in the end zone. The 2-pointer gets him back within a field goal.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Second down after the incompletion. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down inside their own 40. Back to throw again. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Signs a quick throw. Tackle made after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Play action here on first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming up, second down and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Fourth down completion to the running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's tough to play defense inside the 5-yard line. You spread all over the field. They do a good job of pressuring. More importantly, they keep the receiver short of the goal line.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And the game is now tied. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Linebackers making some adjustments now. On first down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't you, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Ball handed off. Breaking tackles.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
But this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Quick throw over the middle. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and
airing this one out toward the sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball, I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
And the Sooners will line up to boot it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and boot it away. And the punt is down just inside the 30. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. He's looking to scramble. Running with purpose. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Pressure is coming. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
For the defense trying to get after this quarterback, I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. The defense has got it. It's still a live ball. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Oklahoma. They will claim the second half lead. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And there's the handoff. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And it's a bunch formation. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. They'll run it here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. We'll see if they can convert.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw through. Caught quickly. Touchdown, tied. This offense is still clicking. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And off here comes the jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. And this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Testing the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job at taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. They've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on down.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Escapes the sack. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him, getting to the quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. He's going to take off here. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
Pass rush closing in. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. He eludes both one tackler but couldn't escape, dropped for a sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He escapes the sack. He's on the run, launches deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the completion made. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Using his legs on the scramble. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Still no answer for this offense. What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme. You better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Sooners offense is back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here.
Hey, it's a great job in this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Hand it off. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
The Sooners will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. And the defense come up with answers this time. A pop pass on a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. he's got his man open downfield. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
It's a quick grab. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
This is a big mistake by the quarterback here, just holding on to the football too long. Late in the game, 3rd down, you got to make a big play, and you come up with a sack. Now it's 4th down.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Now timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one down about the 10. So here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Your worst-case scenario, go to overtime. But can they make something happen to try to win it in regulation? Let's see. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Biggest drive of the game here coming up. It's win it or go to OT. They'll hand it off. And the game will pick up the 1st down. Tackled at the 22.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Toss play, running right. And that will pick up a 1st down. It's spotted at 38. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he lofts it deep over the middle. So this one is broken up. The ball's incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Caught near the goal line. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. So now on comes the field goal unit. A chance for this kicker to almost certainly win the game in the final seconds. And that one's straight down the middle. And they jump back in front.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 50. Look at that. He's still going. And the interception will end at the final play of the ballgame. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Ducks offense comes on the field first today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 16 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. 1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
He'll toss it to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And he lofts one deep over the middle. The ball is picked off. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
First down here for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the left. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Try and muscle for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Breaks, pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The pocket breaking down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here to prevent a touchdown. And they pick up the first on the ground. Defense stops him right at the line there.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Here comes a handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And it's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Off the play fake on first down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the fastball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense. Defender flagged for being a little too aggressive. The offense gets a 15-yard penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out. He's got some space. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater.
Now defensively, this is a dream.
All you're thinking in that situation is
Just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? He's running out of time here. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. With the catch, it's Daniels. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Bringing pressure. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. The Ducks will have to punt this one away. Fair catch made near the 45. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. See if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
One down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And he finds his target. He has the first. Tackle at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Gain makes it second and medium. It's a run to the left. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Sooners trying to cash in here in the red zone. Running play called on third and short. Tackled, but first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Sooners will have first and 10 here. they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Movement here from the tight end. There's the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Now here's the toss play. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
The shotgun run call. Bites off a defender. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the Ducks pick up enough for a first down here.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
With the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through one quarter, let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Send the back in motion. And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return where they snuck out the drive with the takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Single back takes the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Base play by this defense.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Ball sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here's the target, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
He'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Oh, and he fumbles. The defense recovers the fumble.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. There's the second down play. They're going to run it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT puts them up 3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. It's a nice gain. They'll move the football up to the 27.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. Man, I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman, but DeMarco Murray, and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Pass caught, second down now. Handoff from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The short completion of the tight end. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Tight end goes in motion. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pressure is coming. Running back has it on a screen now. On the screen, doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. And out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And this one is right through. And we're all tied up now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Press coverage now from the secondary. Jukes to get free. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, that last carry, Chris, puts him right at 100 yards for the game. How's he done it? Because he's been patient. He's followed his blocks. He's let everything develop in front of him, and he's busted through for some big gains.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. The shotgun handoff here. They've got him down out near the 40.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's a good solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He goes nowhere on 3rd and short. I don't think he got it. Dutch will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. The Sooners come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. That's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Took contact on the throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. The sophomore quarterback showing his toughness, standing in there to take the hit.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the Sooners are looking to keep this drive going.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
That completion makes it second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The Sooners looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. On third and short, they hand the ball off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that's mano a mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back to just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Sooners hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. And he's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma. point after attempt. And after the extra point, it's a 17-10 lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Motion now from the tight end. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab made by the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. And the Sooners will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. They feed the fullback this time. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Sockmer with a strong tackle there. Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Things get a little tougher after that delay penalty. You got to worry about just getting out of your own end zone here. The Sooners will have to kick this away when he comes for his second punt of the game. The play coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Fighting him off. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
That gain sets up a third down play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They'll kick it away here. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. An inside give now from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Handoff running right. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
They're going to run it here. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. The Sooners pick up enough for a first down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass this time. Catch made on the left side. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the grab. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? The first play of the drive now from the 25. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
This one is caught. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. This time the pass interference call goes against the offense. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. That pass is hauled in over the middle. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Running out of time in the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to him about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's found some room at the 45. That's a pick and a long return before finally finally being taken down.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Guys up front lined up. It's first down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. All day to throw, finally throws it to his left. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down and goal, upcoming. Quarterback keeps the football. It's a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. And it's good right down the middle.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Game makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff again. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he make it to the marker? They tackle him at the 38. A solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. You got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
Hit the quarter break. It's Oklahoma on top. We've reached the end of the third quarter. national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
And I like to run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Huh?
No.
And they're in business.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Just trying to get rid of it. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustment.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Oregon. This air attack is still unstoppable. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now it's 2nd down here. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders, just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Hand off to the single back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Well, we always talk about receivers that if the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to bring it in. But it's hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you like that.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. This one will be fair caught. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
But this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
But a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on for his 5th punt of the day now. And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Powering through. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. He'll run it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. We'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this 4th down play.
They've been great on 4th down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, as you know, a lot of teams are willing to follow analytics and go for it and take chances on 4th down. They've been able to do that today, and it's really paid off for them. They're now 4 for 4 on these 4th down chances.
And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring it down.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach 4th quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on 3rd downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Ball handed off. Powering through the defender. They prevent the touchdown. Ball be spotted at the 3.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Give it to the big fullback here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Ah, the hammer. 2nd down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big losing offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The offense now operating in empty. The defense with more pre-snap movement. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Ducks will come to the line and crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now is able to get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Eludes the rush. Trying to get the throw off. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
The pocket breaking down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Hey, I can understand why they're trying to run the football here, but Chris, let's face it, the way this quarterback's been throwing it around, I'm surprised we didn't see them call his number. He's already thrown for 3 touchdowns.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the third downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game. And today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners.